Hey everyone, today we're going to break down the formula Vlookup, how to use it, the different ways to use it, and go over some tips. So let's say you want to use a formula to look up info in a table and return information from the same row. Vlookup is how you do it. Here's how it works. In this example, we want to look up an employee ID and return the employee name using this table. Here's how to use Vlookup to do that. First, you're going to type in Vlookup, then a parentheses, and the following breakdown should pop up. First, you have the lookup value. The lookup value is the information, item, data, whatever it is that you want to find in the table. For us, this is the lookup value. Then we have the table array. The table array is where you're going to be searching. It's the array or table or columns that contain the lookup value and the information you want returned. For us, this is the table array. It's important to know the lookup value has to be in the first column of the table in order for the Vlookup to work. If it's not, you may have to format the data to position the lookup values in column 1. Next, we have the column index number. The column index number is the column that contains the information you want the formula to return. In this case, it's the second column in the table. So we're going to enter the number 2. If we wanted to know the department, we would enter number 3 because it's the third column. Finally, we have the option to enter true or false. False returns an exact match. True returns an approximate match and is the default if you don't type either of them. We want an exact match, so we're going to enter false. We'll go over how to do an approximate match later. Once you have that all typed in, hit enter and it'll return Greg Landry, which we can see right here in the table. Now a few tips when working with Vlookup. When copy-pasting or dragging the Vlookup formula, a couple things to keep in mind. As you copy to a new cell, the references will also shift. To fix this, you can make the table array references absolute by using the shortcut F4 or putting $signs around the cell references. Now when you copy it, the references will stay the same. Another way to avoid this issue is to use entire columns for your lookup array. This is a good trick if you have a large amount of data. Just be sure there's no unrelated data in the columns that's under your table that could mess up your results. If you're going to be looking up multiple items from a table using the same lookup value, a couple things to keep in mind. When writing the formula, you're going to want to make sure that the lookup value is an absolute reference in the column it's in, so that you can drag it down and you can drag it right or left. Also in the formula, you're going to want to include all of the columns of the table that include all of the data you're going to be looking up. That way, when you copy the formula later, all you have to do is edit the column index number in the formula. Now let's look at using Vlookup to get an approximate match. While the formula doesn't change much at all, the data you'll be referencing will have to be formatted the correct way for the formula to work. Here's how it looks. In this table, we have our sales, and we want to use Vlookup to pull in the shipping costs based on those sales, so that we can come up with a total amount due. Here in our table array, we have shipping costs for several ranges of sales. For sales under $25, shipping costs are $10. For sales between $25 and $49, the shipping costs are $5. And for sales over $50, the shipping is free. It's important to note again, our approximate lookup values need to be in column 1 of the table array, and the table also needs to be sorted in ascending order for the lookup function to work. Typing in the formula is similar, except we'll be using true instead of false. Here's what it looks like. Here is our lookup value. Here is our table array. Column 1 is where the approximate lookup values are in ascending order, and column 2 contains the number we want the formula to return. When we use approximate match in the Vlookup formula, it'll return the largest value that is less than our specific lookup value. For instance, if we are looking up 5, the largest number that is less than 5 in our table is actually 0, so the formula will return 10. If we're searching for 82, the largest number that is less than 82 in the table array is 50, so the formula will return 0. Here's what it looks like for the remaining amounts. So that's Vlookup. Hopefully, we answered all your questions. If not, let us know in the comments. Otherwise, like and subscribe to get more videos. Thanks for watching.